And you're going to Japan soon?
Yes, I leave September 10th. I get on a plane. I will arrive there the morning of September 11th. I'm a bit nervous, but at the same time really excited, so we'll see.
I'm a brother down, 'cause there's nothing to me. There's nothing to me. Everyone's saying that it's wrong to cheat, but there's no other way to get your life on easy street. Get your life on easy street. Someone else telling you what you're living for, been knocking you down, and now you're looking for more.
Hey everybody, welcome to the first installment of Keio Swan. I'm Swan, for those that don't know. And here I am in Kawasaki, Kanagawa, which is sandwiched right between, I guess, the greater area of Tokyo and Yokohama. I'm very pleased with my dorm. It's incredibly great. So are the people here. Everyone's just really nice. So this year I'm an international student at Keio University, which is over by Tokyo Tower. And I thought I'd just make some videos for everybody back home and anybody on the web who wants to see some cool shots of Japan and whatnot. So here we are.
I think my life is passing me by.
So yeah, it was like a 13-14 hour flight from Dallas over here, and then added another 6 hours of delays from Michigan to Dallas. So it was about a day of flying just to get here. But when I arrived, you know, I wasn't tired at all because I was finally here. I've been studying Japanese for a few years, so I'm really happy to be here.
Someone else telling you what you're living for, been knocking you down, and now you're looking for more.
It's a great place, although, you know, there are a lot of little different things. I mean, the cars are on the wrong side of the road, people are on their bikes everywhere, and you gotta really be careful. Everything's a lot cleaner, I think, than what it was back home.
Got one life to live, and we're doing it wrong. See, I'm a brother down, 'cause there's nothing to me.
Another thing that I've had to really get used to is like the massive amount of people that you see here. I mean, literally, when you go to some of the busier sections, such as Harajuku or even Akihabara, you know, there's just swarms and swarms of people everywhere. But you know, you do get used to it after a while, and you know, thankfully everybody's pretty nice, and everyone, you know, has been pretty respectful so far, so I can't really complain too much, actually. Here I am at my school, Keio University. Yeah, as you can see, it's in a pretty nice part of town. I'm really pleased with it. The school is the oldest private school in Japan. It's celebrating 150 years right now, so that's pretty cool that I'm there for the big 150. Okay, so here we are in front of the vending machines that you often see in Japan, so let's have a look and see what we got inside. I think today I'm going to get this one called Miss Parlor Soda, so we just put in our money here. Okay, so I've never heard of this Miss Parlor before, but her soda is really good. It's bubblegum flavored, I think. This is what it tastes like. So yeah, I just found out what classes I'm going to be taking for this semester. It's an intensive Japanese classes program kind of thing going on. I'm going to school 5 days a week, which isn't too bad, to be honest. I have Thursday and Sunday off. I'd say for foreigners who want to come to Japan, it's probably best to know at least some of the language. In Tokyo specifically, I guess it's, depending on where you are, it's not so bad because there's quite a few foreigners and people that speak English, and a lot of the signs have English subtitles or whatever. And I never know what to do when I see another foreigner, you know, when I see another like white guy or something. You know, do I nod or do I smile or something? I don't know. Strange sort of kinship, I suppose. But yeah, this place is absolutely massive. It just seems to go on forever. There's so many shops. I guess tonight we're heading out to Shibuya to have some fun. Tokyo Swan! So welcome to the 6th episode of Tokyo Swan. Today we're actually here in Shibuya. It's been a long week of school, but now we're gonna have some fun tonight, hang out, and then go karaoke later on.
Wicked!
That's right, Amusement says it's wicked, so let's have some fun. So this is the main crossing in Shibuya. You see this a lot in movies and whatnot, but here I am. As you can see, there are lights everywhere, giant Starbucks, giant screens. Daft Punk was on one of the screens over there. I thought that was pretty cool.
Hey, this is Tokyo Ruku on behalf of the Tokyo Swan. Rodger Swan. We are in Tokyo, Shibuya. We're in a bar right now and it's amazing. In Japanese you call it a gaijin bar, but I don't know, in English, lots of different people from lots of different countries come here to party. So that's why we're here.
So our first stop of the day is Enoshima Island. It's very beautiful out, very gorgeous, and it feels surreal to be here. It definitely does not feel like reality to me at all.
There's sun.
There's sun.
There's more sun.
Today, because there was a baseball game, class got canceled, so we're heading out to the Tokyo Disneyland. One of the first things that I noticed as soon as I stepped foot into Tokyo Disneyland was just how similar it is to the Disneys back home. Now, it's been probably 8 or 10 years since I've been to Disney World in Florida back in the States. But as soon as you get in there and there's the Main Street USA with all the shops and the gift stores, it was like a blast from the past. Like, I felt young again. It was so weird because it's been a long time since I've been there, and Tokyo Disneyland is very similar to the Disneys back home. Near the end of the night, when the park's about to close at 10, probably about 8 or 9, you know, a few hours before then, there's one final parade, and this is the big light show. This is the one where the big floats come by and they're all lit up and all your favorite characters are dancing and music's playing. So that was certainly a sight to be seen. Yeah, you know, it's just really weird to me because the last time I was at Disney I was only like 8 or 10 years old, and would I have thought then that the next time I stepped foot in a Disney park I'd be halfway across the world? So here we are at the little amusement park here. It's right outside. This is Maranto
This is where we're going.
The haunted house.
And we're going to find out how much it is, buy a ticket, and get scared. So come on. So come on.
Okay, so we just got done with the haunted house. It was a lot jumpier than I expected.
I was a level 8. Level 7.
Level 2.
At the end of the ride, you give this little reading thing, and it tells you how scared you were. Esben wasn't scared at all,
No,
apparently.
basically not.
Basically not. So we just rode the Vanish, and this is actually the part where you vanish underground, right there. The coaster goes under there, there's a lot of flashing lights, it's really cool. 700 yen, really recommend it. Now we're gonna try this water coaster. So I guess I'll just take this time now to just kind of talk about where Keio Swan's been and going. I'm really amazed at the success of the show, I guess. And that's, you know, largely due in part to my friends here in Japan and back at home. So as time goes by, I want the show to be less and less about me and more about everybody and the whole experience. And I think with recent episodes, it's definitely been like that. And those are my favorite episodes, so. Just had a really nice talk with the lady working here. She asked me where I was from, and I said, well, I'm America. And I was explaining to her that it's really cold right there now. There's a lot of snow. And she said, well, maybe next month we'll get some snow here. So, you know, that's nice. Moments like that are really special to me, I guess. I don't know. They make me feel good. I can use my Japanese in everyday life. Of course, right next to all the old architecture, you've got some vending machines. Go figure. Esben, can you comment on your time in Japan, since you're leaving, sadly, in about a week?
Yeah, I can. It's been amazing. It's been so, like, different from what I've seen before. And last week I had the good fortune of going to Kyoto, which was amazing.
Yes.
That is literally what my trip to Japan was all about. I must admit that I was a bit disappointed in the beginning about Tokyo because it's so modern and very different from what I expected to see in Japan, but now I've come to enjoy it because there are the other sides of Japan as well. It's been a crazy ride, I guess. And it's been amazing to meet, well, you of course, and all the others at the dorm, so it's definitely an experience worth trying out if you get the chance.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Keio Swan. Here we are in the very beautiful Asakusa, and we have just finished our first semester at Keio, so now we have all this free time. Very nice.
We're free. Free.
Alright, so tonight we're going to have a movie night. Pretty excited about that. I've shown a lot of great films here, and I think everyone seems to enjoy the movies that I show. You know, sometimes we show Japanese films, sometimes we show English films. We've shown some great powerful films.
Oh yeah. Mr. Keaton in My Life. It was a very moving film about his last days. Man. Jeez, I can't. I'm speechless about that one. It changed my life. It changed the way it changed my whole perspective. It was like, whew, it was like a wake-up call.
So yeah, that's daily life as an international student. So as always, we hope you enjoyed the episode.
And live every day to the fullest. That's the lesson I learned from Mr. Keaton in My Life, because you don't know, like, you take it all for granted. And it could be done before you know it.
This is true. This is true. We learned a lot from My Life. If you haven't seen that movie, you should. it's officially spring here in Tokyo. I think it's safe to say everything is starting to get greener and everything's starting to bloom, which reminds me the cherry blossoms are going to bloom soon, or they're starting to at least. But I think by the end of the month everything's going to look so beautiful, and I'll for sure get, you know, video footage of that for everybody. One of the things that we saw when we were walking along the river was that, you know, amongst all of this happiness, amongst all these families playing together, there were a series of these ruddy-looking shacks down by the water. I thought, you know, that's a bit strange.
But you found that you were wrong. So maybe there was something wrong, and you weren't telling me no.
You look closer, and they're just made of these various building materials, and they're full of garbage, and you look even closer and you see there's people down there. It's homeless people.
If something yours and you let it go, if it come back to you, it was yours all along. When I let you go, along with those lies from you, I wanna rely on you. I'll leave the light just hit and gone.
I know my videos, they tend to be quite silly and they focus on things that, you know, amuse me or whatever, but I just thought it'd be interesting to kind of, you know, share that as well.
I know you thought your life was gonna be easy. You thought you had it all, but you found that you were wrong.
You know, it's not pleasant, you know, it's not nice.
So maybe there was something wrong, and you weren't telling me no. So maybe the lives I made, and I was telling me a joke.
Okay, I was just given porn in the street. I went up to the maid girls, went up to them, and I was like, oh, they've got banners for a maid cafe or something. And no, it's porn. See, look, porn. Wrong for kids.
Wrong. Final thoughts on Akihabara?
Don't come with a date.
Now why is that?
Because bottom floors are dangerous. They give out tissues and porn in the streets, and yeah, it's kind of creepy. But it's awesome if you're a friend or with family. Don't take your kids either, basically. And what age should we give it? Rating?
I just say it's strange.
It's strange. We'll put it that way. It's strange. But worth it if you're a weird gaijin in Japan. Definitely.
So I met up with Tikio Sam and Tokyo Kuni with a cameo appearance by Ronan Dave at a penis festival. Yes, that's right. A penis festival. So the point of this festival, which is held every year in Kawasaki, is that it's a fertility festival. And it also raises money and awareness about like STDs and safe sex. So it's got some really good stuff that's going on behind the scenes there. Sam, what have you thought so far on the penis festival that we've seen?
Well, I mean, if a man can't be comfortable in front of a bunch of penises, then, you know, what can you do? I always wanted to do this to somebody else's penis.
My name is Yusuke.
Yusuke.
What's your name?
My name's Sam, dude. Sam. Samu. Son Yume. Ore no kanji.
What's your name?
Roja.
Roja.
Hi.
Thanks.
Hi.
Hey there, me and Roger, we've come to Daikanyama. It's like a trendy neighbourhood of Shibuya, and it's much less busy than Shibuya, so I actually think I'd quite like to live here at some point, but it's not going to happen. Anyway, we're in Freshness Burger at the moment. I'm enjoying a coffee, Roger's enjoying a Coke, about to have a really fresh burger hopefully.
I've never climbed a mountain before. I really don't know how this is going to go. Will we survive? Will we die? I'm not quite sure.
I didn't even bring my inhaler with me.
She didn't even bring her inhaler with her.
The high altitude.
Mom, high altitude.
どうしようかな
Saya-san and I are waiting the third hike above the lift station.
So this might be like one of the coolest things I've ever done, climbing this mountain. It's pretty sweet, like seeing all the shrines and stuff and being up in the clouds. I've done some pretty cool things. Saw Elton John live in concert. So this is the main part of Ice Cream City that I was looking for, the Ice Cup Museum. And we've got a lot of different flavors here. Snake, curry, and I'm gonna go with the octopus flavor at the bottom. Alright, here we go. Oh god. Yep. You can taste the octopus. They weren't playing around. That little chunk right there is a part of an octopus, and it's in my ice cream, and I'm eating it. And it really does taste like octopus. Why am I eating this? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? I don't know. Hey everybody, it's the Keio Swan Show, and this week I've got to get a haircut. So that's what the video is going to be about. As you can see, when my hair gets kind of long, it's like a mix between Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees and Robert Smith of The Cure. And I love both those bands, but it's not really what I want to look like, a mix between those two. So yeah, we're going to get it cut. So I'm going to go to Hiyoshi and get that cut. It is actually fairly easy to be self-conscious of how you look in Tokyo, both for guys and girls, because everyone here is amazingly beautiful and they wear like the most immaculate clothing. So there you go. This is the new and improved Keio Swan. What do you think? I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was a really cool experience. That guy was really nice, the guy who cut my hair. We had a nice conversation. Then he put like wax in my hair to make it look cooler. So yeah, I'm really happy. I even got a student discount too, so it only cost me like $13. So all in all, very nice experience. Now it's time to get a new shirt to kind of go along with this new look that I'm pulling off. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. It's probably the best haircut I've had maybe ever. So sweet. Hasn't this been a fun episode? I mean, like, this has just been me like talking with you. This has been very, I don't know, kind of a personal episode, hasn't it? Not like the Keio Swan character, like the hyper polite character that I tend to do in the videos. That tends to be not an inaccurate representation of myself, but definitely a persona of some kind that goes in the videos. Do you think I look older when I have short hair? I think I do. I think I look cool. Yeah, so here I am in Akihabara. It's just an amazing day out, and I don't know, as much as Akihabara confuses me and sometimes frankly disgusts me, and you know, I find it completely strange and fascinating, it's my favorite place here. I don't know, there's something about it, I just love it. Maybe I enjoy it for how strange it is. There's just so many side streets to Akihabara. I mean, right back there, it's like a little park, which is pretty interesting. I mean, in amongst all of the strange electronic and pornographic shops, there's this quiet and calm little park. So yeah, I don't know, I just feel really relaxed today being here. I don't know, I feel calm.
What do I think about sumo? I think Anna would make an excellent sumo wrestler because of her large physique. Look at that, look at this, look at that.
Ooh, look at this.
Spaz.
Looks like the episode won't be about sumo. All the free seats are sold out.
Now a select group of us are going to what's going on. We're going to like karaoke. So basically I'm gonna get my George Michael on. What? Oh, you look like him. Thank you. That guy was right. He was like,
are we doing Tokyo Swan?
Yes, we are.
Oh, Swan!
Big up the Tokyo Swan.
This is the nightlife version of Tokyo Swan.
Tokyo Swan.
Do you remember that day? The day the rain turned to snow? Hey everybody, welcome to Tokyo Swan. If you couldn't guess by the starting quote, this is the Shenmue episode. I'm really excited to be doing this. I'm going to live out one of my fantasies. Real life Shenmue, that's right. I'm going to Dobuita in Yokosuka, where Shenmue took place. We're going to live out Shenmue, alright? Shenmue, for those that don't know, was a Dreamcast game, and probably one of my top 10 video games of all time. Absolutely love it. Some people hate it, some people say it's boring, but I love it. So we're gonna go there, we're gonna live it out, we're gonna do everything that Ryo Hazuki did in the game. It's gonna be awesome. So, let's get this show on the road. This is like so Shenmue, like the entire vibe of this place. Oh my gosh, like I've wanted to come here for a long time. I guess like I just got so busy during the semester that I forgot about Dobuita and Yokosuka. But now that I'm here, it's just like, it's awesome. It's like, I was playing Shenmue when I was probably like 13, 14 years old, and I was like, that game, this is awesome, and I want to go there. And now here I am, like, it's corny as it sounds, a dream come true, you know. One of those nerdy, you know, you never think, oh, I'm going to go to that place in that video game, but I went to that place, I'm here, it's, wow. Yokosuka, like the whole Yokosuka area, like really kind of reminds me of like what I thought Japan was gonna be like. Like this is more in tone of what I was expecting, kind of. Yeah, this is really neat just being here. Like the whole atmosphere and vibe is pretty different than Tokyo, and I quite enjoy it here. So I'm at the American military base here in Yokosuka because my dad had a military ID and thus I have a military ID, and yeah, just checking out, and unfortunately they don't seem to have a Taco Bell, but they have A&W root beer stand, so that's pretty sweet. So oh my god, I'm so happy to be eating this. And yes, before this video goes any further, I do have a mustache right now. I think it's awesome. I'm quite proud of it. I think every guy should grow a mustache at least once in his life. Thunder, lightning.
Yeah, I feel like.
You like your new movie?
What? Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously. What a fitting day for. Whoa, it's raining.
Alright, so here we are in the thunderstorm.
Seriously, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah. We're trying to protect Irene's umbrella.
Tokyo weather is insane.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's so cool.
isn't that cool?
Oh, I feel like I'm in a movie. This is cool. This is cool.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so we're pretty drenched. Oh my goodness. This is...
There's not a single dry spot left on me.
Nope.
Dude, Japanese people have like a sixth sense when it comes to rain. It's not like a horde of them just like running for the nearest like supermarket.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and then 2 seconds later, sure enough, this happened.
So now we're under a bridge.
Yeah. Insane.
So I'm waiting for Kuni right now.
This is awesome. I never played it.
Really? You're enjoying the Virtual Boy?
I never got to try it.
Oh, yeah.
I get a question quite often, and I'll answer it here on this vlog.
Alright, yeah, let's do it.
And that question is, what's bad about Japan? I can think of one thing in particular. And it's that being in Japan long term makes you feel like the kid in high school, and that you're constantly getting left back, and everyone else who's smart leaves and goes on to something else. And then you have to sit in the same class, and there's all these new kids that come. There's all these new people, and every year they come, new ones.
Yep.
And you don't know them, you don't care, like, oh, who's this idiot? And then by the end of the year, you get to know them, like, you know, you're like, hey, let's go to prom together.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it's gonna be the best prom ever. Like, well, I've been to 7 proms now, so it's kind of hard to say which one is the best ever. But the part that sucks is seeing those people leave at graduation time, like when they all go off to their lives. Then again, you know, there's always new people who show up. That's the part that sucks most about life in Tokyo, is having to say goodbye to people you get to know over time.
Yeah.
Because the nature of the city is people come and people go.
Go back to your country, Swan. For relaxing times, make it. Wait, what the f am I drinking? Come on, you can allow cussing this one time.
I'm not going to allow cussing. I'm going to bleep you out, as always.
Swan, I just have to say, you're a good person. I respect you, babe. I swear I'll call you again. I swear, you're a good person. No. Shh. No words. Just emotions and alcohol. Now, Swan, let's drink till we can't feel feelings, huh? Yeah, right. Bink, come by. You just keep it real on the Michigan side, and, you know, I guess I don't really have any other words of advice except, you know, don't be a fool, wrap your tool. Don't bleep that out. That was no cussing whatsoever. On a serious note, man, I hope you have a good stay in the U.S. and, you know, get yourself back here as soon as possible.
It was fantastic hanging out with Kevin, Sam, and Shoko today. Really brought things full circle for me. I mean, more than half a year before I even got to Japan, I was watching Kevin's videos, and they were such an inspiration for me. I knew I wanted to make videos like that when I got here. And like today, like we just talked for so much, and he gave me so much advice. And I think what he was saying about leaving Japan, about the nature of people coming and going, is so true. And it's definitely what I'm going through right now. Like, it's been a lot harder than I thought it would be. Saying goodbye to the people, saying goodbye to the places, and what you're used to. Because you make connections, and you meet people, and you form bonds. And that can be a difficult thing to walk away from, because you're never going to get this again. It's never going to be like this again. But there's always hope. I mean, you never know. I mean, one day we might meet again, so in that sense, you know, you always have to stay positive. So, yeah, I've got a few days left in Japan, and this week has just been saying goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, and it's so draining. And I never realized that it would be this draining. I had always just kind of had a stoic mindset, you know. I mean, I've left people behind before, but the nature of this is so different, isn't it? The nature of this, when I left the people back home, there was always the realization that I was going to come right back, you know. I knew when I was going to be back. This time, yeah, I'm fairly certain that I want to go back to Japan, but nothing's set in stone, you know. And that's tough, saying goodbye to everybody, like I've said. But, you know, that's life. And you just have to be happy and really grateful for the times that you do have with people. And I've learned that so much, certainly in these past few weeks. And I'm really fortunate to have met everyone that I've met, and to have gotten to learn so much from everyone. So this is like a big thank you to everybody that I've met here. It wouldn't have been the same without you. Alright, so this is the morning of my departure back to America. It's 8:51 right now in the morning, and my room is clean and pretty much empty. Almost as if no one had ever lived here. Okay, so here we are at the gate for my flight. We're going to start boarding here in about 20 minutes. Yeah, so we're almost home. Yeah, just like a 14-hour flight. And it's been great. It's been fantastic. So this will be the last video that I'll shoot in Japan, and everything else will be back in the States for just to finish this episode and whatever else. There you go. So here I am, back home in Michigan. It's good to see friends and family again, it's good to be home. I've just been reflecting a lot on what this last year in Japan has meant to me, and what an amazing year it was. It was really important and special to me. I made a lot of growth, and I've been told that you can see these changes of my personality throughout the course of the videos. I've never been much of an extrovert. I mean, I've always considered myself like the introverted extrovert, but I think you can see maybe growth in kind of confidence in the way that I handle myself and just my general outlook. And this is all largely in part due to everyone that I met. So of course I have to say thank you to everybody. I mean, I met the most amazing people this past year from all over the world, and that is just really, really incredible to me. And that's exciting to me. I'm just a 21-year-old guy. I mean, young. I'm a kid. I'm nothing in the grand scheme of things right now. And now I've got all these options and opportunities, and doors are being opened, and I really just want to get out into the world and just explore and have a good time and see if I can make a difference. Keio Swan, the video series, started life as my own kind of Tokyo Kuni series that I wanted to make, my own Life in Tokyo series, for the primary audience of my friends and family. I found that people were really receptive to the show and they really enjoyed it, and I was getting a lot of really good feedback from Jenny, Chris, and Isabel in particular. And every week they're like, we love it, we always watch it, and that was really something else for me. I was like, wow, people enjoy this? You know, and then I thought, well, maybe this series can be more than what I originally planned, and I was happy to include them and to include others in the videos, and that kind of became my main focus. Was I wanted to give something not only to everyone on YouTube to kind of see what Japan is like, and not only to my friends and family like I originally intended, but for the people that I met, I wanted them to kind of have something to remember the experience by. And if YouTube is still kicking in 5 to 10 years and they can log on and see themselves and see the experiences in the places that we all went to, and if they can remember that and smile, then I've done my job, and I'm really happy about that. Yeah, that's probably one thing that I didn't see last year when I was in Tokyo, is that it never snowed like this. And this is just the beginning of the Michigan winter. And having lived here for most of my life, I'm pretty used to this sort of thing. But, yep. I mean, it might have snowed like maybe 2 or 3 times last year. Hey everybody, it's Keio Swan, and I'm back with a really important announcement. So, as many of you know, I was accepted into the JET program. Now, what that is a teaching program in Japan that allows foreign teachers to come into Japanese high schools, junior highs, elementary schools, and help teach English. So I got a job with that earlier in the year, and I'm really excited to be going back. And just yesterday I got the email saying what prefecture I would be in. Now, I just found out I'm going to be in Iwate-ken. Now, for those that don't know where that is, it's just under Aomori-ken at the tip of Honshu, the main island of Japan. So, I've never been there. I didn't really know anything about it. I did a lot of research yesterday, and it sounds like a pretty cool place. Definitely more rural than where I was before around Tokyo. But upon looking at the pictures, it looks amazing. It looks like there's so much there to just take in: mountains, hot springs, beaches. So it's good to know where in Japan I'll be back. Definitely wasn't expecting, well, I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, but I'm happy with it, and I can't wait. I'm going to leave August 1st, and I'll be back there August 2nd in Tokyo for orientation with JET for a few days, and then I'll move out to the new prefecture. Well, well, well. Look who's back in Japan. After the long flight and then the moderately, not too long, bus ride, I'm now in the Keio Plaza Hotel in Shinjuku. This is somewhere where I had passed by and I'd walked by when I was here a year ago, and it apparently is a 5-star hotel. It certainly is nice. The other 2 guys that are going to be in the room are not here yet, but we're going to be here for the next few days for Tokyo orientation with Jet. And yeah, I'm kind of exhausted right now, just jet lagged and everything that goes along with that. But yeah, I'm going to go exchange my money, and then I think I'm just going to head out and enjoy Tokyo for the night. So there we are, back in the crowded train stations, Shinjuku Station, on the way to Shibuya. It's good to be back, it really is. It's really nice out right now. It's really calm and kind of relaxing. It's good. It's very good. Any words for the season 2 of this show?
Well, you guys are in for quite the show with Iwate Salon, I'm sure. You're going to see a lot of grass fields up there, because there's going to be nothing but grass fields up there in Iwate.
Alright, so 2 years ago, I was 20 years old. I was a student. Now here we are, I'm 22, I'm back. I'm a teacher now. So, yeah, it's really interesting. Here I am in Harajuku. We finished the orientations at Tokyo for the JET program. And tomorrow I move out to Iwate, which will be really fun. So, yeah. Really crazy being back, but it's a good thing. Alright, so I think that's it for this video. I'm not sure when I'll be able to post another one because I don't think I'll have internet for a while. It's going to take a bit to hook up, unfortunately, but that's alright. So until then, hi Mom and Dad. Hi Rebecca. So here I am in Morioka. We've arrived for the orientation here. Now Morioka is the capital of Iwate, and Iwate is the 2nd largest prefecture here in Japan. And yes, this is about 45 minutes north of where I'm going to be in Hanamaki, and I've got the excitement back about being in Japan and all the cool experiences that are about to happen. I'm just so pumped. It's like a new place to explore. So, very cool. I'm so excited now. Okay, good. I'm finally out of that hotel in Shinjuku, and like, it's back. It's like, it's why I'm here. I feel it again. So, yes. I'm excited. It's gonna be a good year. It's kind of funny filming videos here in Hanamaki because I'm certainly more conscious of being a foreigner and walking around with a camera because there's not really any other foreigners here up north. And I think I'll actually be buying a Japanese car soon, if you can believe it. Oh wow, it's so weird filming this and all the cars driving by. There's a foreigner! Yes, that's me. Get used to it, Swan. Okay, so I just had the most adorable experience happen. I'm walking down this really rural road, and then these 2 really little Japanese boys, they couldn't have been over 5 years old each. They've got their little bug catcher's nets, and they were walking in, and they see me and they go, "Ah, America-jin." And I reply back, I said, "Hi, hontou ni America-jin desu." And they were so surprised. They came running back to come talk to me because they had never seen a foreigner before. And so I had a little conversation with them, told them where I was living, and asked what they were doing, and they were just smiling and so happy to be talking to a foreigner, a real live foreigner, someone who's not Japanese. So it was really cute. Alright, so it's the next day after that long walk in Hanamaki, and if you can't tell, I got severely sunburned on that walk. So after I stopped filming, I still walked for another 4 hours or so. I was very, very lost. But I got to know Hanamaki inside and out, so that's good. Yeah, I'll be getting a car soon, I think. There's pictures of a very beautiful girl on the wall there. I wonder who that could be. And you'll probably notice another giant wall right here of pictures with the pretty girl from before, and in some of these you'll notice there's a certain bearded, poofy-haired gentleman. So yes, probably one of the biggest developments in my life in the course of the downtime from Tokyo Swan to the arrival of Iwate Swan is that I have started to date a very wonderful, very incredible person. So yes, I've been going out with my girlfriend Rebecca, and things are going very well. Obviously, she is not here right now. It is a long distance thing. So we're kind of going through that and seeing what that's all about. But so far so good, thanks to the wonders of Skype. It's not that hard to stay connected. So yeah, so that's where I am. That's where I'm at with my life. I'm working now. I'm in 3 different schools and a board of education. The job has been going great thus far. I've really enjoyed meeting all the students and meeting the teachers, and it's different every day what they want from me and what's going to happen, and that's really exciting. That's why I want to be a teacher. Is, you get that sense of something new, and it's good. And I've really enjoyed my work. I've really enjoyed working with my colleagues, so I'm having a very good time. So now we're looking at bags because Luke wants to buy a new work bag, but we're playing Pet Shop Boys right here now. This is a 1996 single. Did you hear that? How are you enjoying the Oktoberfest?
It's very good. It makes me want to go to Germany.
Really?
I like the band a lot.
Yeah.
They're very good.
So what would you say has been the biggest change with your life now as opposed to 2 years ago when you were doing study abroad at Keio?
I'm at work. Essentially 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Much less free time, and I'm not studying anymore. And studying is really interesting. Work can be interesting as well, but it is just different. So obviously my purpose is completely different.
Right. So in a sense, would you say that you've really grown up over the last 2 years?
I would say so, yeah. I've grown up quite a lot over the last 2 months as well, even, since I got to Sendai. I'm a salaryman now.
Yeah.
I'm in my suit and my tie and my shirt every day.
I'm going to be 23 later this year. Wow. So this right here is my future, and I'm putting it into a can. There goes my future. It's going in that machine. So my future, right there, it's in a can, it's sealed. My future has been sealed. So the students helped me write my future and put it in this little can, and then in the future I'm supposed to read this again. So it's a secret what I wrote, but we'll see later on. Oh, I'm in a store and they have a Michigan sweatshirt here for like $7. That's pretty crazy. Michigan, huh. Yes, this is very sweet. I love being in Toys R Us. It even has the Toys R Us smell. No matter where you are in the world, Toys R Us all smell the same, I think. These are all puzzles over here. So, Mom, this part's for you. Enjoy. So I'd say today's shopping was another success. We got the Christmas cards I was looking for, I got some presents for my little brothers, and I was able to also pick up some presents for my girlfriend, so yes, everything is good. Well, I returned from the car dealership, and in another interesting showing of Japanese customs or politeness, they gave me some free items after my car inspection and the changing of the snow tires. So, they gave me a giant wall calendar. You can see it's got some pretty artwork on it, and 2 packs of curry. So I don't remember ever going to a car dealership in America and then when they were finished, oh, here's some curry for you. Oh, thanks. So very nice of them, very kind, and very interesting. Okay, so the Tokyo adventures continue, and now Shinya and I are joined by our friend Keisuke.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. How's it going, man?
Good, man.
Good, man.
So what are you getting?
I'm trying to find a Sega Saturn. So, yeah, I know, kind of weird, but let's see if they have one. Now I'm actually trying to find where I can buy a night bus ticket, because I'm going home in mid-December for a few weeks to be back with family and my girlfriend, which will be lovely. So I think it's right over here. Merry Christmas, everyone. So, welcome to another Iwate Swan. And next week I'm going back home to America. I'm going to go back home, and it's going to be great to see my family, see my friends again, and also to see Rebecca again. I've been very proud of her this semester. You know, I've been over here teaching, and I feel I've grown as a person, and she's also finished her first semester of grad school, so she's done a terrific job, and I'm just very, very proud of her, and I can't wait to see her next week. That's going to be amazing. She has been a constant source of happiness and support for me during all of this, as I've been miles away from everyone, you know, that I know. So thank you very much for everything over the past few months, and I can't wait to see you next week. So, oh gosh, there's probably all these subscribers going, oh god, Iwate Swan's getting so mushy right now. Unsubscribe. Show some more anime and manga. Anyways, so I can't wait to see you next week. It's going to be great, and the whole break is going to be amazing, and I'm just very happy. So wherever you are in the world right now, I hope you are also happy, and I hope if you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Festivus, I hope you're having a good time and you're with those close to you. So, that having been said, it's been fun filming these, and I'll be back in January. So until then, see you next time. So, we're back in Iwate. Here I am at Kitakami Station. I'm wearing the hat that Rebecca made me and gave me as a birthday present there, so that's pretty cool. We've got some pretty cool adventures on the way. My friend Rupert is actually going to come and stay and visit me later on this month, so that's going to be pretty cool. Wow, look at these mounds of snow. I don't know what it's like back where you are, or whoever you are, you know, the viewers out there, but it's pretty, but man, I really don't like driving in the snow, but it is pretty. It is pretty. Crazy amount of snow. So now it's time to drive back and all of this. So yes, it is very pretty here. And, you know, coming from Michigan, I'm used to all the snow and the ice, but here's my car right up here, so I'll have to, once again, scrape off all the snow. But not so much this time around. It's kind of peaceful right now, so very pretty.
Some of us knew him as Keio Swan. Some of us knew him as Iwate Swan. Some of us knew him as friend. Some of us knew him as family. Some of us knew him as digital face in an internet video. Some of us knew him as a confidant. Some of us knew him as an inspiration. Some of us knew him as a funny guy. Some of us knew him as possibly the nicest, kindest, most gentle person you could imagine. For all of us, he was truly an amazing and wonderful person. But Rodger Swan, unfortunately, has passed. According to details posted by his family, the death was quite sudden. He died of an acute pancreatitis in Iwate, Japan. He was with a friend visiting from home at the time, and so I can be sure that he was not alone. And he certainly is in the thoughts right now of so many, many people across the globe. I think it's impossible to imagine or count or know just how many lives Rodger touched when he was alive. I know that he certainly touched mine. I remember when I first met Rodger, I wasn't really sure what to make of him. He had just arrived in Japan, and he mailed me about how he's going to do all these YouTube videos. He asked for some advice on how to make good videos. And if you've seen his videos, or you've met Rodger, you know the person that he was. He was an amazing person. It's a funny thing moving across the world as Rodger did, because you end up becoming entwined with the lives of people you never in a million years would have expected meeting, and sharing experiences that you never would have imagined. And Rodger shared so much of his life with so many people, which I think is why it's been so difficult for so many people to even believe the news when it was announced. I know I certainly didn't. There's so much bullshit on the internet, and I read so many things that I know not to be true on the internet, and I see so many things that are just not possible. I wonder why this couldn't have been one of those things, but it is true, and we've lost a wonderful person. The YouTube community here in Japan is kind of an odd bunch of people, but over time I think we've developed a kind of sense of community, and I think I speak for everyone in that community when I say he will be missed. I've been rewatching some of his old videos, and came across a video he made first time he left Japan, and he had some thoughts on saying goodbye. I never expected to be saying goodbye to Rodger in this context.
It's been a lot harder than I thought it would be, saying goodbye to the people, saying goodbye to the places and what you're used to, because you make connections and you meet people and you form bonds, and that can be a difficult thing to walk away from, because you're never going to get this again. It's never going to be like this again. But there's always hope. I mean, there's always, you never know. I mean, one day we might meet again, so in that sense, you know, you always have to stay positive.
But Rodger's right. We have to stay positive, because more than likely we will meet again. I don't think there's really much any of us can say or do to make it any easier for those close to him, his family, his girlfriend, those he knew well. Thank you, Rodger. Thank you.
I've never been really good at talking about this subject, but I'm gonna try. So by now, everybody who watches a lot of the Japan video blogging community's videos has probably heard that Rodger Swan passed away a few days ago.
As anyone who watches this Japanese vlog community, or any of the vlogs in Japan, you'll probably know by now, all you people who really watch the videos, that a really good guy died recently.
I've known this guy for 2 years pretty much. Well, I've never met him in real life, but I knew him.
I never met the guy. I never met the guy. I met people who met him, but I never met the guy.
Even though I never met Swan, Rodger, personally, he's the kind of person that I wish that I had met. and I'm sure many others will think the same.
He made a big difference in my life because he got me into Japanese in the first place, which means so much to me now because that's what I'm working towards for my career. And I would ask him questions and he would always respond like the best he could.
You know, it was really, really sudden, and I think that, like most people, when I first heard about it, I thought it was just, you know, some sort of sick internet joke.
What can I say? The guy has made an impact on us all.
It's weird because I just watched his video about the snow and sent him an email actually on Monday, and it's just crazy.
When I found this out, it was this morning, and I was in computer class. I was in a computer class, and it was first period, and I go on I should have been doing my work, but I went on YouTube to check my messages and stuff, and I find all this stuff about Rodger dying. Such a great guy with so much going for him already, just passes away so suddenly, out of nowhere. And as soon as I started thinking of these things, I started tearing a little bit, you know, and I had to put my head down, because you know it's embarrassing, you know. And a friend noticed, you know. I told him, you know, oh dude, I'm just yawning, you know, I'm tired, you know, it's the morning. So I should have been doing my work, because finding out news like that is really hard on you, and finding that out in the middle of class is really, you know, it's really weird.
I believe it was December 1986 that Rodger Swan was born. And in December 1986, I was 18 years old. And it's really weird looking back because you know, he was born at the time when I was being disowned by my parents for having a mohawk.
He was actually from Michigan, but was living in Japan and living his dream.
And he made videos on YouTube about his life. I was like the rated R, black, triple X of J-vlogging among young people here. And he was the G version, the one that you can show at school and be, you know, in front of your parents and not have to worry about somebody saying, you know, fuck, or like, you know, any shit like that.
Most of us found out on Facebook, and we couldn't believe it when we heard what happened. I've been thinking a lot about living in Japan and coming over here and following your dream. When I came to Japan, and I was really, really excited, and I asked you for some advice on how to make videos and just about living in Japan, you showed nothing but kindness and good words and goodwill, and anybody who sees these videos can just see how kind-hearted this man was, you know. And it really, really, really is a shame that somebody like that has to just be taken away from us, you know.
Unfortunately, I had only subscribed to him a couple weeks back, and from watching some of his videos, I could see that he was a really nice and sincere guy. Especially from watching his final video, he seemed so happy. It seemed like he had a lot going for him. He couldn't wait to see his girlfriend, I don't know, sorry.
He was always so nice and really, really polite, and he was such a great person. He didn't speak badly of people, and all of his videos were like, you could see his passion towards what he loved in life, and that was Japanese and Japan in general. And then with his girlfriend this year, you can see how proud he was of her and his family. That's made me really sad that he had to go.
Yeah, it's really hard to talk about because nowadays with the internet and things, you can make friends without ever actually meeting them. I've never met Rodger in real life, never spoken to him in real life, but I did speak to him several times on YouTube and like sent emails and things like that. And it's a very odd thing now that you can feel so attached to someone that you really don't know beyond the camera. But I know when I found out about the news, I was quite upset about it. I still am upset about it. I've never met the guy, but he's one of the people you can just tell is a good guy. You can tell. You can just tell that he was a great guy.
And, a lot of people are talking about how much his YouTube followers and people that knew him via the channel will miss him. But I know that his kids, his students, must miss him terribly. Even after a short time, I'm sure he had a strong impact on those that he met in Iwate. And so my heart goes out to those students and faculty and other Jets that knew him. And of course, his family who have responded and I think are surprised by the outpouring of emotion and good thoughts, all directed Rodger's way.
I started watching his videos when I came across his review of the Ju-On horror series. And, well, I stick to it. I really like his reviews. I watched another one, the Ring series. I thought it was really good.
A tape that kills you in 7 days. Toy Story? Whatever. Okay, let's put it in. Oh, wait. I don't have a VHS player, I just have DVD.
So, I kept watching his reviews, and there weren't many of them, there were still just 8 or something. And after a few weeks, he went to Japan, and his first Keio Swan video came up. So I watched it, and I really liked it. And then another one came up, and they kept coming, for over a school year for me. So, at winter break there was a Christmas video, and at spring there was a spring video, and so this whole year was a Keio Swan year for me. So I can easily say that he has become part of my life, and it's just heartbreaking to hear that he isn't here anymore. He has passed away.
And you know what? I think I saw him actually in December when I was going home to Canada on vacation. I flew from Narita Airport to Washington D.C. and I thought I saw him. I thought we crossed paths. And I thought to myself, is that Keio Swan?
I was watching his videos just today, some of his older videos, and I realized I met the guy, or we crossed paths. We were within inches of each other. Pretty sure we said hello to one another. But for the life of me, I can't remember. I was at the 2008 Hanami in Tokyo. For the first time there, I met all the other YouTubers. Rodger Swan was there. He was wearing a turtleneck. He looked a bit the eccentric filmmaker, but I don't think we really talked or anything.
We have Taco Bell, Chris. What? Mr. Rodger Swan, the man, the legend. What brings you to this nice event?
Here to see you, obviously. Amen.
Damn right.
That's right.
You're a lot taller in person.
You think so?
No.
Come on, no. We're not
I don't know.
same height. Who's taller?
I don't know. Who's...
I've got poofy hair, so I don't know. Yeah, I think you're taller. Actually.
Maybe. That's cool. This guy brings the funk. If you don't know partying until you've been in Tokyo Swan.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, come on.
Let me tell you what he said this morning.
Yeah. What did Sam say?
He called me and he's like, "Hey, are you awake?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, chicks are better when they're awake."
Sam.
It was really tough to hear that suddenly he passed away. I mean, he's younger than me. Especially at that age, it makes a person look at their own mortality and really want to try and make the most out of life. And that just seemed like the thing that Rodger would do. Is he looked like he made the most out of his life and did everything that he could to just enjoy himself. I didn't know him on a personal basis, but everything that I read just makes it seem like he was the most interesting person to be around. And seeing Rodger Swan with the kind of passion he had for achieving his goals that some of us have a difficult time striving towards.
He passed away at the age of 23, which is so young. I'm 25, and I even got late for work a few times because I was watching some YouTube videos, some of his, and he's someone who seemed to appreciate everything, every little thing in life, and he seemed so happy living in Japan, and you could see he really was living his biggest dream, to work in Japan, and everything, he made everything sound so and look so magical and wonderful. And
I mean, a guy like me, here with my posters, I'm 37, well, 36 right now, going on 37 later this year. He was 23, working his dream job. I came to Japan to work because, now that's stupid comparing with myself, but I don't know. He enjoyed everything. Never a dark cloud in his sky. He just enjoyed everything so much more than everyone else. I mean, he could go to a frickin' mall or a stationery store and it would seem interesting. 23 is too young. It's much too young. He's a kid. It isn't right that someone like that shouldn't be around anymore. It isn't right that someone like that should have to suffer his final day. I mean, he just deserved to be around a lot longer.
Even when you're down sometimes, life still throws you a curveball, tests your sanity. It's a shame that he died so young. I'm young too, and it's just a reminder for us how fragile and easily life can be taken from us.
Basically about it's life is short. I'm not going to pretend I've got anything deep to say about it. Life is fleeting, life is short. Savor the moment. You could be gone tomorrow like that. And you'll never see it coming, just like Rodger. Seemed like a sincerely really nice guy and really excited about being here. And I still feel that once in a while, you know, like, wow, it's great, I'm in Japan, can you believe it? What's the expression? We couldn't remember the expression, but something like, men make plans, God laughs, and God laughs.
Rodger, you're always gonna be my YouTube rival. Always gonna be trying to get more subscribers than you. You son of a bitch. You always beat me. You always got me down, Johnny. I gotta get back up. You funk master pimp swim. What is it? You pimp master funk swan over 9,000 McBlack Black. That was your nickname, dude. The world's fucked up. We always talked about making a collab video. Eventually, you're gonna come back down from Iwate for, like, you know, Christmas or summer or whatever. We're gonna get together one weekend. We're just gonna film some shit. The two rivals getting together and film shit. And how? We're not gonna have the chance to do that again.
And when I found out yesterday, I didn't think it was true. I got an email from Tim from the group on Facebook, and I didn't believe it. Because it's so sad. I didn't want to believe it. He shouldn't have gone.
So last night, yesterday, I only found out that he died. At first, I couldn't believe it. I thought maybe it was just a joke or anything, you know, it's the internet. But then I watched Tokyo Kuni's video, and it made me cry. That was the confirmation that it was real. Then I watched all these sorts of rest in peace videos all sorts of people did.
And if Rodger's death has really hit you hard and you need some comfort, you should look to YouTube for comfort, because it's definitely helping me right now, knowing that everybody else cares as much about Rodger as I do. And even though I was never a personal friend, he will be with me, and I will always remember him.
A lot of people loved his videos, and he inspired a lot of people to love Japan and come to Japan and learn more about Japan. And just, I'm sure he inspired a lot of people to go after what they wanted in life. Maybe it's some comfort to know that he did leave an impression on a lot of people. Some people don't do that. Some people kind of move through life, and others are somewhat unaware of their existence. And Rodger wasn't one of those people. He definitely left an impression, a good impression.
I wanted to try and think of some way to honor Rodger. I'm drinking some throwback Pepsi. We often talked about things that we liked, and we bonded over a shared enjoyment of early Elton John albums, and Rodger had an interesting musical taste with Depeche Mode and George Michael thrown in. And I never met Rodger. It's one of those weird things where you feel like you know someone even though you've never actually met them. You know, there's a lot of interesting people on YouTube, but there aren't that many like truly decent folk, and he was one of them.
As you can see, it's a cold winter day here in North Carolina. And if you all remember, for those who watch Rodger Swan, the last episode that he done, it was snowing, and it just, it sucks that this has happened. And everybody needs to go. This goes to show that you never know what tomorrow may bring, and that you must appreciate and love everyone around you. That's important, because tomorrow could be the last day.
I don't know, watching his videos really cheered me up. Many times I was feeling down, and I watched his videos and he was always smiling. one thing I really regret is that I never got the chance to really tell Rodger how his videos made me feel, and I never got the chance to say thank you directly for making the videos and just letting him know that he inspired me. So, but I was thinking about that, and I realized that there's a lot of people who are still alive right now who make me feel really good and help me and cheer me up.
It's just amazing to think that this one person has affected so many lives all over the world, anywhere where there is internet available, or to anyone who has ever Googled I want to live in Japan or Tokyo, and just goes to show that life can be short, very short, so make sure you live life to the fullest. He was so young. So once again, rest in peace, Rodger Swan.
I'm gonna rewatch every single video of Rodger Swan out of respect for him, and because in a way I love that guy. He's an amazing guy.
It was one of the best series on YouTube that there'll probably ever be. He was so energetic and so charismatic, and all of his videos you could feel, you know, the excitement. It wasn't just a guy talking to a camera. It was like you were there, and that's why I feel like I was, you know, attached to him in a way. And I'm sure that many of you feel very similar to it. But he'll be missed by many, many, many people around the world. You know, I'm in Australia right now. I'm sure there's people in Russia and Germany and England who are all thinking about him and missing him.
It's tough to see him go like that, and you know, it's, I guess, here's to Rodger. You know, rest in peace, man. I wish I would have got a chance to meet you. Wish I would have got a chance to shake your hand and take you out for a beer and whatnot. You know, I'm going back to Tokyo this March for a few weeks, and you know, I was hoping to be able to see you, whether it's for the Hanami YouTube party or whatever. It would have just been a really cool chance to get to meet you, and I really hope that all is well in the afterlife, and you know, rest in peace, buddy.
There's nothing anybody can say to express how much he's missed already, and he left his mark. I don't know what else there is to say, but we're really gonna miss you.
I hope whatever it is you're doing up there, that you're putting in a good word for me. Because I know we're going to run a train on somebody when we get up there, right, man? Oh, the fucked up humor still comes through the tears. Dude, you are a great man. You'll always be a good guy. And I just hope that you're staying black.
Nonetheless, I have nothing else to say than may he rest in peace, and I hope that he's in a better place now.
Thank you so much for everything, for inspiring. We'll see you next time for sure.
And I've often gone to bed thinking, I could go tonight. It'd be okay. Tonight would be a good day to go. I had a good day. So what I'm going to do, as just a sign of my respect To all of those who lost Rodger Swan and suffer his loss, I'm going to open up a bottle of Valentine's original character Scotch whiskey, 47%, and I'm going to have 2 glasses of this. 1 and 2. So, I would now like to offer, in respect to the great J vlogger, Rodger Swan, wish I'd known you, man. Oh. Oh. Ah. Wow. In Japan, when in the old days, when someone died, they would pour beer or sake, actually sake, on the tombstone. But they don't do it anymore because apparently it ruins. That was a strong shot. Apparently it ruins the stone. And this shot, I'm just gonna sip because that was, a man's got to know his limitations. I'll sip. Just trust me. I'm gonna sip this evening as I upload this video. This is for all of you, the other YouTube vloggers, and all the people who watch, all the people I've met, and all the people I have yet to meet. Cheers, everyone. I hope you go to sleep once in a while thinking, hey, tonight wouldn't be a bad day to go. Good night, guys.
Once again, it was an awesome time getting to hang out with everybody in the acting circle. I'm just like really happy that I'm a part of it now. It's just like I feel like connected with something, and everybody in there is amazing and so nice, and it was so much fun, and getting food afterwards was great too. And yeah, I've got plans to hang out with everybody in there. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm really happy. It's sad that I'll be leaving, soon, so I won't get too much time to spend with everybody in there. But enjoy it while you can, and that's what I plan to do. So I'm gonna have a good time. So yeah, thanks everybody. It's been fun, and who knows what'll happen with Tokyo Swan next. I don't know. Things are always getting better. We'll see you next time.